Hello, welcome back to another episode of Comic Madness on eBay. First, I want to point out one crazy thing. Here is a slab. For those that are familiar with the CGC slab, occasionally, in order to keep the book in place, the slab, CGC add, I'm not sure if you can see it. There you go. You see this extra piece of material right here, vertically, and then horizontally there's another piece. Okay, so in order to keep this book pinned down flat, when they slapped the book, they added those two small pieces to pin down the back cover. And this, I wouldn't say it's very common, but it's not uncommon. Okay, so right there. Okay, so that's, I want you to remember that and watch this next clip. Okay, recently there was an Action 1 for sale on eBay, and it was sold for $45,000. Okay, now take a look at this. This is a listing for a raw comic books, and as you can see, that's a picture of the front cover. And let's take a look at the back cover. You see this? For a raw book, the seller is listing the back cover of a slab. Notice this back cover have the two pieces of additional plastic that hold the book in place as a shown. So right there, regardless of anything, huge red flags. Okay, so unfortunately, the person that bought this book most likely didn't pay enough attention to that small detail. So who knows if and where this scammer lift off the picture of the front covers and the back cover. Okay, and you can see, let's see the review. Be careful when dealing with this seller selling counterfeit items. You can avoid a lot of hassle by just recognizing scam before you waste your time. Okay, so that's a good example right there. Okay, so you saw the scam, the Action 1 scam, and I have a story that relate to scamming on eBay that is somewhat similar. I had a friend a few years ago that wanted to buy a BMW, and he saw a listing on eBay for a new car, a new BMW that was really good, maybe about 10,000 under fair market value. First, if it's too good to be true, it's too good to be true. Okay, the old saying tend to be true most of the time, but the reason why the listing said that it's much cheaper is because the seller worked at BMW in Germany and was able to buy at great discount, and he wanted to pass on the savings to the new buyer, the new owner. And even in the listing, there's a link to an escrow service, so that if you want to buy the car, you can sign up for the escrow service, deposit your money there, that is safe, and then when the car arrives at the port a month later, you can sign for the car, inspect it, and then release the money. Sound like a great, safe deal, right? So he did it. And then I guess 5 weeks later, when the car was supposed to show up, he went to the port to pick it up, and it's not there. And then he rushed home to sign onto eBay, only to find out that the escrow service was also a scam. It's gone. So his money that he deposited in the escrow service is gone completely. Now this thing happened in 2003. Okay, so I have no idea how eBay and PayPal and the auto selling area had changed since then, so I don't know. All I know this is 2003 when this happened. I was notified of this scam at this point, so I remember looking at the listing and he telling me the story, and the first thing that jumped out at us, both of us, now that we look at the listing closely and talk about it, the picture of the car. The picture of the car was at the dealer lots in Florida. You can see the Fort Lauderdale dealer sign in the far distance. So if he spot that in some of the pictures that was used online, he wouldn't figure out that this was a scam, because why would someone sell a car that was supposed to be in Germany, yet the picture showed a car in a dealer's lot in Florida? Okay, it was an expensive lesson. And what bring it back to the action one is the warning sign are right there. You don't have to look very far to see that there's something very wrong with the pictures. I have seen this scam many times where scammers would list pictures of a book and it's hodgepodge. You see the front cover scan in one angle, and then the back cover scan with a different background at a different angle, and it makes no sense. If you're gonna take a picture of a book, why wasn't the book at the same location instead of at different location, different lighting? There's a lot of warning sign for those that are not familiar with eBay. Look at the picture clearly. Other than that, recently there's not that many crazy things going on eBay, at least not too crazy that worth talking about, other than New Mutant graphic novels. That graphic novel has been pretty hot the last week or two because of the Fox News. I mentioned in my one of my previous video that there's a danger that book may not hold its value, because the entire movie could be about an entirely different theme, much like the Guardian of the Galaxy movie. By the time that movie came out, the book that bear the name the first time, Guardian of the Galaxies, went down and keep going down, because other than the name, all the team members are completely different. So the same situation can happen with the New Mutant graphic novel. And before I made the video, I went and checked at some of the prices. And okay, so here's a 9.8 New Mutant graphic novels. So on May 13th, May 13th is the day that the news broke that Fox is doing the movie, and somebody didn't raise the price quick enough, because look at that, That's what's the most recent sale is. Crazy, more than double. As you can see, wow, I think that book may have been like $150, maybe $200 book in 9.8 last year. It has always been a tough book to find 9.8 because of the all black cover, black on the back. Whenever you have that kind of design on the book, especially a graphic novel, every copy that I have seen over the years are all scratched up and dinged up. And the only thing that I noticed from combing through all the listing that sold in the past 2 weeks is I noticed that some of the second and third print went for a lot higher than it should. I think a lot of it had to do with buyers, speculators not understanding that there are multiple prints, and even if they do, even if they know, because many of the listing would say, this is the second print, first print, or third print, or fifth print, but some of the listing did not say anything about what print run it is. And I think the best thing that you can do is, here's my copy. You see this right here, the $4.95. I think for most people this is common knowledge, but the first print is the only one that had that $4.95 right there. All the subsequent run from 2 to 5th or 8, whatever, I think it's 8 print run. There's a $4.95 and then there's a $5.95 price tag. So as soon as you see the double price on the cover, be careful. Okay, don't. I saw a mid-grade copy went for $50. That was not the first print. That's crazy. I wouldn't pay even $20 for anything that's not first print, regardless of the condition. But other than that, that's it for this short video on madness on eBay. And until next time.